What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk a little bit about Hunt Showdown because recently I've been playing it quite a bit. I've been uploading a lot of the best games that I've had here on YouTube, and I haven't really sat down and actually talked about the game. I've basically just been sharing some of my best moments while playing it from my live stream. It's at that point in time for a lot of people who play Escape for Tarkov to go branch out and try new things, especially for me on the stream. I've been playing a lot of variety, but sometimes I want a first-person shooter, and it's really difficult for me to get into pretty much any of them anymore. Every time I log into a traditional arena-style shooter or even a battle royale, I just gravitate back towards Escape for Tarkov, and then I'm back playing Tarkov for a little bit. I'm like, I wish there was something else. So there's other games out there like Hunt Showdown, The Cycle, Marauders that are kind of in the same category. They all do very similar things. They're deployment and extraction based shooters, but they're all very different from each other. But the one thing that sets Hunt Showdown apart from all the others is the fact that it can maintain a very stable player population and has been for quite some time. Now, I have about 50 hours in the game spread across multiple years, so it's been a while since I've actually come back and played the game. And whenever I do, I don't stick around for very long. And I'm not saying Hunt Showdown's a bad game. It is a very good game for what it is. But it's a me problem. Like, I'm primarily a solo streamer. I don't rely on looking for collaborations day after day. I love playing games with my friends, especially Hunt Showdown. I play with Pep all the time. I play with Jesse, but I am usually a solo streamer. So if I do a collaboration on like the Tuesday, I'm usually going to be rocking it solo on the following day. And Hunt Showdown in the past wasn't really that great for the stream style and for the games that I was looking for. But that has kind of changed because recently Hunt has changed a number of their perks to have additional solo features attached to them. Specifically Necromancer, which allows a solo player to revive themselves after 10 seconds at the cost of one of their health bar. If they have a health bar remaining, they do have the ability to stand back up. Of course, you're going to have like basically no HP, and players are working around this, but it also gives far more playability in the trio and duo categories of the bounty hunt game mode. You can also pair Necromancer with other traits such as Resilience, which is going to give you 100 HP whenever you revive, increasing the probability of you actually surviving whenever you get back up. Or you can get other perks that have additional solo benefits, such as Serpent, which increases the distance that you can interact with clues, bounties, and banishes to like 50 meters away. So you can do all sorts of fun stuff like stealing bounties, stealing banishes from other players, and safely interacting with clues without giving away your location. And there's also the perk Magpie, so as a solo player, you're going to get double capacity in all the boost sources whenever you collect a bounty token. That's antidote, stamina, and regeneration, which is crazy. It's going to help you a lot with solo bounties, especially whenever you're fighting against duos and trying to extract from the matches. And I'm sure some of the experienced Hunt guys are probably pissed off and annoyed whenever they kill the solo player. They're trying to fight a bounty. The guy gets back up with a shotgun and takes the advantage to down you, right? So there's definitely things that you're going to have to watch out for with all these very powerful solo traits around. And one of the things to do is just by dropping bleed traps on their feet. Whenever you do that, the person will just get back up and instantly get downed unless they have that resilience perk. And if they do, there's also ways of like lighting the player on fire or just waiting for them to get back up. So it's like not completely OP, but it also gives solo players an incredibly powerful tool. But the catch is you don't always have the traits. So you need to actually have a hunter that has enough trait points to spec into it. And it's not as powerful if they don't have the resilience perk to go along with it. So you're going to need to have some success or survive a number of matches before you're able to get everything to make your character really powerful. Or you can try your hand at getting a roster hunter or a legendary hunter that might already have the perk for solo play. In addition to that, you can also do quick plays. So when I first started playing Hunt Showdown, people kind of steered me away from quick play, and I don't really understand why. Returning to the game, quick play is a great way of PvPing with other people, and it is a solo queue game mode, which means that you're not going to be running into duos and trios. The game mode is quite simple. You have the option of choosing what style of weapon whenever you begin, either a low-grade pistol, low-grade shotgun, melee weapon, or a completely random weapon. Whenever you spawn in, there's a number of clues that are on the map. The more clues that you gather, the more random perks that you're going to be able to acquire. But if you gather enough clues, you are going to activate the wellspring on your character. This is going to alert the players on the map to your location, and the longer that you stay alive, the more points that you're going to accumulate, and those points, I believe, go towards how much money that you can earn if you actually survive the match. The amount of time remaining in the match is in the top left, so whenever that timer runs out, the person with the wellspring wins the game. Even if there's other players alive, whenever the wellspring runs out of time, those characters are dead. You're not able to actually extract without the wellspring. This is important because you can actually use the character that wins quick play in bounty hunting mode by hiring them for free as a sole survivor. And the experience that they gained from winning the quick play can be used to purchase the perks for bounty hunt right away, which is awesome. It means that you can have a character as a solo that automatically gets Necromancer and Resilience or Gator Legs or Greyhound, Magpie, Serpent, whatever traits that you're going for to aid your solo capabilities in duo or trios, which is obviously going to greatly increase the probability that you survive bounty hunts. This also introduces a pretty awesome gameplay loop for all of us solo players out there, especially those of us who enjoy games like Escape for Tarkov, Cycle Frontier, or Marauders, where it doesn't necessarily feel that bad to be solo and going lone wolf. But for me, Hunt Showdown has always felt like a very difficult challenge to compete with groups. And these new traits really level the playing field, or in some cases, even tilt the odds in the solo player's favor. This is by and large the reason why I've come back and I've been enjoying Hunt Showdown so much. The variance with the perks and the gameplay loop, playing a lot of quick play to practice PvP, getting into some sick action as a solo, actually taking out duos, groups, collecting multiple bounties, the grand slams, jumping in with my buddy Pep, doing some crazy collaborations with some great matches. It has just been a hell of a lot of fun, and also diving into a brand new game and learning as much as I can about it because I'm still very much a noob. All the different weapons, the variations, the prestige system, leveling up weapons to unlock different variations, pieces of equipment that I haven't actually used before, and just the gameplay loop of practicing PvP because it's pretty satisfying. And another fun thing is learning how to interact with the sounds and the PvE in the environment, the crows, the ducks, how to quickly eliminate different types of bounties, and then also detecting other players that are in the area based off of the sounds, if they are fighting the PvE, how to interact with the bounties themselves, and then getting used to some of the weaponry because it's a little bit different. It's similar to Tarkov in a way. There's damage drop off over distance, there's bullet velocity, but there isn't any bullet drop. So where you aim is where the bullet is going to go, which is pretty sick. It's a nice change of pace. Now, again, I'm pretty new to Hunt Showdown, so I haven't been here long enough to understand all the problems that are in the game. Like, I'm sure that there's some issues. I mean, if you stick around in a game and you play it for hundreds and hundreds of hours, I'm sure the honeymoon phase will end and some of the issues will start to present themselves. What really sells me on this game is whenever you settle down and get into a very long fight with another group of players that are either around a bounty, playing in a building, and you're trying to breach and figure out how to kill them. They're trying to extract with the bounty, and these fights can take like 10-15 minutes, especially whenever you have a duo to back you up. It's just so tactical with the different types of equipment that you need to use, not making any sound and trying to be sneaky, utilizing PvE to put on pressure. It is just awesome. It's like the types of fights that you get in the beginning of Escape for Tarkov, but just consistent and always. Unfortunately, just like games in this category, there's going to be plenty of times where you do indeed get one-tapped out of nowhere, and that's just going to happen. But because of those longer fights that are so consistent in Hunt, it really just keeps me motivated to learn and become better at the game so I can get those better fights more often. So, if you want to see any of my best games so far since I've returned to Hunt Showdown, there are plenty of videos already up here on YouTube. So go subscribe, check out the video category. I've been uploading lots of solo games where I kill multiple players and extract with multiple bounties, a couple grand slams, teaming up with my buddy Pep, and I am just open to learning so much more about this game. So please be patient with me because, like I said, I only have like 50 hours. So there's so much to learn, but my ears have been open especially while doing the live streams. I'm not too sure if I'm going to be able to take too much feedback from the YouTube comments. If you want to actually help me out a little bit while I'm actively playing Hunt, head to the live stream, twitch.tv/DeadlySlob. I stream Monday through Friday starting at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't always play Hunt, but whenever I do, I'm always open to suggestions and trying new things and learning from the incredibly helpful, positive, and supportive community so far. I say that because like I said, I'm sure some of you guys are just like Tarkov dudes, where if you stick around the game long enough, there's a little negativity, but I honestly have been just welcomed in with open arms, and you guys have been awesome. So I really appreciate it. It makes my life so much easier. Thanks again for watching, guys, and let me know what you think of Hunt Showdown in the comment section below. I'm always eager to hear what you guys have to say, and I will catch you guys in the next one.